Chads, tell me if you heard this one before. A young, pencil-neck boy, young man, walks into a nice jiu-jitsu room. He heard about jiu-jitsu through the legend of Royce Gracie, the skinny beanpole that went on to win UFC 1, and how he beat him with this new technique called Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And he said, hey, I don't need to get bigger or stronger. I just need to learn this new art form known as jiu-jitsu. He walks in, he's going for years. He's a dedicated student, does the BJJ fanatics instructionals, but yet he seems like he can't overcome certain barriers. He keeps getting mobbed, keeps getting crushed, keeps getting beat by the older, maybe sometimes more athletic Chads in the group. And he's thinking, gosh darn, what do I need to do in order to beat these men? Well, look no more. This is the answer he's looking for. What he needs to do is take steroids. I'm just kidding. You don't need to go that far, but that will help. What he needs to do is implement a strength training program. Chads, I was that guy. I was getting mobbed all over the place. I was getting ragdolled at practices. And then I implemented a crucial strength training BJJ routine. And it helped me infinitely with my BJJ game. All right? You know why you should include this? Not just for your BJJ game, but just for your mental well-being and your physical well-being. Makes you harder to freaking kill. I mean, you see people in old age fracturing hips, fracturing bones, ligaments, tendons. They get bedridden, they get further illness, and they die. And look, strength training is a great way to improve longevity on the mats and off the mats, okay? It bulletproofs your body, okay? And that's what you need to do. All the freaking top chocks of the BJJ game implement some type of strength and conditioning program, okay? You know why? Because it's freaking important, all right? If technique was all you needed to do, then Gordon Ryan wouldn't be out here lifting weights and taking steroids. You need that extra oomph to your submissions, okay? Dante Leone, freaking beast. Freaking does the West Side barbell training method. It is bulletproof. You don't see that guy ever injured, and you see him cranking out submissions on freaking heavyweights. I mean, like at the Pan American Championships, that guy was freaking, he went up like 3 or 4 weight classes. Strength freaking matters in a grappling sport, fellas, and you need to implement a strength training routine. You might be thinking, well, where do I even freaking start? Do I do calisthenics? Do I do powerlifting? Do I do Olympic weightlifting? Start with something, okay? You don't have to overcomplicate it. Do stuff you like. Implement it somehow into your routine. It doesn't need to be a lot. A little goes a long freaking way, okay? I mean, if you like calisthenics, do those. If you like powerlifting, do that. There's so much information on the web and on the Instagrams and on the YouTubes that you can even get a structured, tailored program for BJJ on YouTube or Instagram, okay? I'll link to some great channels that I know of. Joshua Settlage on YouTube and Instagram, like Chris Allen Price on Instagram, an infinite, a boatload of resources you can look up. You just type in weightlifting BJJ or weightlifting for wrestling. Tim Duff's another good one. He's more of a wrestling-centered guy, but same thing applies to grappling, So freaking just invest in yourself, invest in some strength training, and it'll help you on the mats. And I'll tell you how it helps. If you're stronger, you won't have to use as much force in your techniques to pull them off. That means you're saving energy. That means you won't get tired as quickly, all right? Another thing too, you train your muscles, you strengthen them, they can withstand more force over time, okay? And that means you don't get as much muscular fatigue as quickly, all right? You're in a bad position, you've used your technique, maybe you need a little extra oomph to get out of it. Maybe you need to use the athleticism. You don't want to, it's like your savings account in your bank, all right? You got your technique is your checking. You want to use your checking account as much as you possibly can. But gosh darn, in the nitty gritty, last seconds of a match in a competition, you may need to dip into the savings account, and you may need to freaking put down a loan and help yourself out in that situation, okay?